Mysteries, adventure, magic, and suspense come together in a race against time. Who will win? Your time is running out. Find out this weekend on the channel. Welcome to Whispering Pines, a town hidden deep in the mountains, where the wind carries secrets, but some say it whispers at night. The drone camera pans across the foggy mountain town as the sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows amongst the silent buildings. A faint mist hangs in the air, adding to the eerie atmosphere. As twilight deepens, a single light flickers in an upstairs window, casting a warm glow against the encroaching darkness. The camera focuses on the weathered surface of an old stone wall, hinting at the town's age and forgotten stories. Finally, it settles on the black stone monolith, imposing and silent against the darkening sky. Mysterious music underscores the scene. 12-year-old Faith bounces out of her dad's car, her backpack bouncing with her. Her eyes sparkle with excitement as she takes in the surroundings. Her gaze falls on the quaint wooden cabin nestled amidst towering trees. "Grandma," she calls out, her voice echoing in the stillness. Her dad follows her with his camera, capturing every moment. Faith adjusts her backpack and runs towards the cabin, eager to explore her grandmother's home for the summer. Meanwhile, inside the cozy cabin, Faith's grandma hums a cheerful tune as she prepares for her granddaughter's arrival. Warm light spills out from the windows, offering a glimpse of the inviting interior. She sets down her teacup, a smile crinkling her eyes, ready to welcome Faith. "Grandma, I'm here," Faith exclaims, her voice brimming with excitement. Her dad steps in behind her, a wide grin on his face. "Welcome, honey," her grandma says warmly, enveloping Faith in a tight hug. "It's so good to see you." She turns to greet Faith's dad with a friendly smile. Come in," she says, gesturing for them to enter. "I've got some fresh blueberry pie cooling on the windowsill, and we have so much exploring to do before sunset." Turning back to Faith, she adds with a playful wink, "Just stay away from that big black stone by the river. People say it talks to those who listen too closely." Faith raises an eyebrow, intrigued. "Really? A talking rock?" Her grandma nods, her eyes twinkling with both amusement and caution. "Some who listened to its whispers never came back. But you wouldn't be the first. Do you want to hear what the stone has to say?" Faith considers this, her curiosity piqued. "Maybe," she replies thoughtfully. As afternoon turns into evening, Faith helps her grandma settle in for the night. Laughter echoes through the cabin as they share stories and enjoy slices of warm blueberry pie. Later, with full bellies and content hearts, they settle down for bed. Faith tucks herself into her cozy blankets, her mind still buzzing with the day's adventures. Her thoughts drift to the enigmatic stone monolith, its silent presence lingering in her thoughts. Sleepily, she wonders about the secrets it might hold, and if its whispers are mere legends or something more. For now, though, sleep pulls her under, promising dreams as the night deepens outside. Wind rustles through the trees outside the cabin, carrying with it the distant sound of a murmuring stream. Inside Faith's room, her stuffed animals seem to lean closer, their button eyes gleaming in the moonlight that streams through the window. Suddenly, a faint whisper seems to drift through the room, barely audible above the wind's lullaby. Faith stirs, her eyes fluttering open. At first, she thinks it was just a dream, but then the whispers come again, carried on the wind. They weave tales of sorrow and longing, weaving a tapestry of despair. Faith sits up, her heart pounding, as she listens intently, trying to make sense of the cryptic message. Outside, the wind continues its mournful song, occasionally carrying fragments of the stone's chilling whispers. However, the whispers are faint and hard to decipher, leaving Faith both intrigued and apprehensive. Unable to shake off the eerie encounter, Faith decides to investigate further. She throws on a jacket and grabs a flashlight, determined to uncover the truth behind the whispering pines. Stepping out of the cabin, Faith is greeted by the cool night air. The sound of crickets and the distant hoot of an owl provide a haunting melody to her adventure. As she approaches the stone monolith, its imposing shape looms larger with each step. The closer she gets, the more intense the whispers become, forming fragmented sentences that hint at a deeper, more sinister story. The next morning, sunlight streams through the gaps in the cabin's wooden shutters, chasing away the remnants of the night's chill. Faith, now wide awake, decides to seek answers in the town itself. The local library, with its weather-beaten roof and ivy-covered walls, seems like the perfect place to start her search. As she delves deeper into the dusty tomes, she finds an old leather-bound book titled Echoes of the Stone. Its yellowed pages tell the tale of an evil sorcerer named Zarkon, who, many years ago, trapped the souls of children inside the very stone monolith outside town. According to the book, only a pure-hearted child could break the curse and set the spirits free. Back at the cabin, Faith shares her discovery with her grandma, who confirms the legend. She explains that the trapped souls cry out for help every 100 years, hoping to be freed. Faith, inspired by the bravery of those who came before her, feels a sense of purpose. With the book in hand, she prepares to face the whispering stone once more. As dusk settles and shadows stretch across the valley, Faith makes her way to the whispering stone. Armed with the ancient book, she confronts the monolith, its dark surface absorbing the last vestiges of daylight. As she reads the words from the book, the stone glows faintly, reacting to the incantation. Encouraged by the response, Faith continues reading, her voice echoing in the stillness. Suddenly, the ground trembles beneath her feet, and the wind picks up, whipping around her like a living thing. The stone glows brighter, bathing the clearing in an ethereal light. Then from its depths, a shadowy figure begins to emerge. Zarkon, the malevolent sorcerer, stands before Faith, his eyes blazing with hatred. "You dare challenge me," he snarls, his voice echoing with power. "I am Zarkon, master of the dark arts, and these souls are mine to command." Faith, though frightened, stands her ground. "Not anymore," she declares, holding up the books. "They belong in the light." Zarkon lunges at her, his shadowy form reaching out to grab her, but she dodges just in time. "Foolish child," he growls, his voice shaking the ground. "You have no idea what you're up against." Undeterred, Faith continues reciting the spell, her voice growing stronger with each word. "Light of heart, voice of soul, let the darkness lose control." As she finishes the incantation, blinding light bursts forth from the stone, forcing Zarkon to shield his eyes. He screams in anguish as the light envelops him, dissolving his shadowy form. With a final flash, he vanishes completely. As the light fades, the stone begins to crack, and gentle spirits rise from its depths. They gather in the clearing, their forms shimmering with newfound peace. One of the spirits approaches Faith, its eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you," it whispers, its voice like the rustling of leaves. "You have set us free." The other spirits join in, their voices blending in a harmonious chorus. "We are the children of Whispering Pines," they say, "and we thank you for bringing us peace." As the first rays of dawn touch the mountain peaks, Faith watches as the spirits ascend into the sky, their forms merging with the colors of the sunrise. With a sense of peace, she turns and walks back towards town, knowing that she has restored balance to Whispering Pines. Back at the cabin, Faith awakens to the sound of birds. Sunlight streams through the windows, painting the floor in warm hues. She shares her experience with her grandma, whose eyes shine with pride and relief. Together, they embrace the promise of a new day in Whispering Pines, where the spirits finally at peace.